let's get everything open and ready to go for today's stream, or tonight's stream even. We'll see who's about. Welcome, welcome. We've got my team on screen currently, so we'll wait till a few people are in and we'll have a little talk about my squad and what I'm planning to do. We spoke about it a little bit in today's YouTube video, my transfer plans for game week 9, but we'll cover it again on the live stream. Oh, I just realised that doesn't matter if I have that on, unless I change to that one. That should be better. And then we'll bring that one on. Right, we're ready to go. 6:30. Plan. Is that the right one? Yes, it is. 11. Right, we're ready. We're set. Let's go. Radu with the first team ID on YouTube. Let's take a look at your squad, Radu, mate. If you've got any plans for transfers, any transfers you've made, chip strategies, let me know and we'll go through it straight away with you, mate. Seems like you got one free transfer. Orange Apple's in the chat. How we doing, bro? What's cracking, bro? We're doing team ratings tonight. Team rating stream. I felt bad for not posting yesterday when Canva was down, so we're on a video a day and a live stream a day for yous. But with Radu's team here, first off, first one of the video. Let's see what's cracking with Radu's team here. Right. What's the plan, Radu? What's the moves you want to make this week? I don't know what to do with my team. That's completely fair. I think your team looks insane, bro, to be honest. I mean, let me just mess around with how I would line up. Being off work this week, feel a bit crap. How you doing, lads? Oh, Orange Apple, that's horrible to hear, man. What's up, man? Are you doing okay? Is everything alright? Sometimes it's nice to be off work, to have a little chill though, isn't it? I'll probably try play Gordon this week. Ooh, you've got too many good players, dude. I can't lie. You'd probably bench Paul Rowe. Would you bench all Spurs assets there? I don't know if am I comfortable doing that? What do you think, Radu? What do you make of this? Kind of setting up like that with Bowen in. Obviously, Bowen's hit or miss. I'd move away from double Spurs defence, yeah. Where am I sending? If you go over to the YouTube live stream, in the chat to send over on X, Instagram, or send your team ID in, Daniel, on TikTok, you can we can have a look at your team, bro. I mean, if you want to move away from Spurs, you'd probably go first off away from Pedro Porro, I think. But then, how would you... Who would you move to, do you know? Mr. Shelby gives Mogs back his account. Yeah, we've had a little... The mullet's back, fellas. The mullet's back. Who would Radu move to this week then, gents? I'm doing team ratings live on YouTube. Head over to YouTube if you're on TikTok, folks. Send your team IDs in there. I mean, if we're looking at for defenders, we could go early on a Chelsea defender. I don't know how much James is, but James is really... James could be the move, you know. Would you possibly then bench Goodmanson against Leeds? Orange Apple, yeah, I'll be fine, lad. Ha ha ha. Hopefully subside soon, bro. If you ever need someone to talk to, like off stream and stuff, you know where to find me. Message me on whatever platform you want, bro. If you need to. How many points are you on at the moment? I'm not too sure personally. I'm like 2.2 million in the world. Brighton defender, yeah, it could be a Brighton defender for Radu as well. Brighton defender could be, but you could move Minte as well. You could not do a defensive transfer, play Goodmanson, and then possibly sell a Kudus. But Kudus looks a lot decent though, doesn't he? Hey dude, what's going on, Mayo? But yeah, Radu, your team looks great, mate. Your team looks great. We'll firstly look at Ishan's team here. Ishan next. Anyone on TikTok, go over at the YouTube live stream. We're taking a look at everyone's team on there. Overall, Ishan, your rank's incredible. So props to you, bro. 300k in the world is fantastic. Any plans, Ishan, on your team that I need to be aware of? Sort of any transfers you've made already? I'd probably start off with playing Pope for the home fixture. I'm 5k in the world. How do I prove it? Head over to the YouTube live stream and put your team ID in, bro. Want some info? Yeah. What's the plans? Have you got anything in mind, bro? I think. What transfer do I make? I mean, Radu, you could easily roll your transfer, in all honesty, bro, from your team before, bro. I mean, selling Porro to maybe a Reece James, a Brighton defender. I've used all chips, had a pretty clear strategy. That's fair. So it's kind of now setting a way where you're kind of looking to use transfers to get the upper hand on people. How do I get team ID? If you head over to the web browser of FPL and click on Game Week History, you'll find your team ID within the URL. If you want to send it on X, if you want to send it on Twitter, you're more than welcome to. Just head over to the YouTube stream, guys, on TikTok. Transfer plans are DCL to Kroopy and Reinders to Enzo. Let's see how that looks then. Let's see how that looks. So to Kroopy Jr., which I don't mind, to be fair. I think it's relatively a short-term punt, I will say, because I feel as though by game week 12, Evan Nielsen will probably be back in the team. But still, I rate the move a bit shorter term than most people, though. And then Enzo as well. And that would be 2 transfers, wouldn't it, Isham? Al FPL, just found your channel via short. Great idea. Thank you, Al. Welcome to the stream, bro. And then you play Enzo. Would you play him over? You'd probably play him over Saar, wouldn't you? I mean, you probably look to play Burn as well. Probably over Richards. And Senesi against Forest seems really good. I mean, you've got plenty rotational assets and like Saar, Richards, Rodon on the bench there. So like you can easily, you know, fix that dead spot in your team with Kroopy Jr. if that's sort of what you're aiming for, bro. But yeah, if you want your team on rated on TikTok, go over to the YouTube live stream. But yeah, I think Ishan, I'll probably roll that extra transfer, in all honesty, because the team's looking pretty strong. But you're 300k in the world, mate, so you're doing absolutely fantastic in yourself, bro. Don't you worry about that. So-called hacking in FPL exists? No, bro. No hacking in FPL. I think Orange Apple was next for his team rating, so let's go over to Orange Apple. He was next in line. Yeah, Kroopy Jr.'s 4.5, so not a bad sort of dead spot price tag, is it? But we'll do Orange Apple's team next. He's next in line. If you've sent your team on Instagram, Twitter, or anything like that, just tell me in chat on YouTube, and I'll be able to have a look at that for you guys. I sent it, Trust in 5k. Where did you send it, Will? Where did you send it? We'll have a look. Ishan, appreciate it, mate. No worries at all, bro. No worries at all. So let's have a look at Orange Apple's team here. Senesi would probably come in for Richards, I would imagine. Any moves you've already made, bro? I mean, I know you've got one free transfer. I'd imagine you've still got it, right? Replacement for Salah next week? I don't know. I personally would keep Salah, but that's just me and my team. I think Saka's an easy move for most people. I mean, Let's have a look here. What could we even do with this team? I mean, there's no obvious transfers to be made here, bro. I can't lie. Your team's looking really good. Team's looking really strong. More than happy to roll this week, to be fair. Maybe a Bryson asset soon because of nice picks. Maybe Minte. Yeah, maybe Minte. I do like Minte a lot, you know. Could we even... Yeah, I mean, next week... When do Brighton's fixtures start to turn? Is it next week? Yeah, Leeds next week. Then Palace, Brentford, Forest, Aston Villa, West Ham. It's probably the move to roll and then go on. Thoughts on Enzo moving forward? Enzo's fine. I mean, we'll see what happens tomorrow when they play Benfica. Is it Benfica they play? No, it's not Benfica. Ajax. Newcastle playing Benfica. They play Ajax. If he's in that squad, I think he's I think he's fantastic, you know. Especially in the absence of Cole Palmer on pens. Who was next in line there? We'll quickly check Will's. Will's team here. I'm not too sure if he wants advice, but I think he wants to show us that he's 5k in the world. There he is. 5k in the world. Well done, Will. Will Bateson with an amazing rank there. Unbelievable, bro. I mean, you don't really need much advice if you're 5k in the world, bro. I'll be completely honest. You're probably looking at just a few subs in your team, getting Njai involved. I mean, Jack is not great against Chelsea away, but, you know, I don't mind it. Thank you so much, Nico, for the heart me on TikTok. Who is next in line? Let's see on YouTube. Dio Wood. Right, Wood. Let's have a look. I'll try to get through as many as possible on stream today. We'll keep going. Yeah, bro. Will needs to give us advice. Will's smashing it, bro. Why are you live now? Just doing the team ratings, Nico, on YouTube. If you want to see the screen of people's teams, head over to YouTube. Yeah, Nico's in live now. Who do you most like from Brighton? Welbeck, Matoma, Kuiper. I'd probably say Minte is definitely up there. Matoma's up there. Haha, it's just ball knowledge, to be fair. Just watch football. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's more planning than anything, isn't it? But yeah, Woods transfers this week. He's got one free transfer. Sorry, that's my ID. I'm on the wrong team. Apologies, bro. You're probably looking at that going, what on earth's going on? Here we go. Here we are with your team, bro. Here we are. 3 free transfers is really nice. Again, it's one of them teams where you could easily just roll your transfer, dude. Easily. I mean, it's only Richards there that would be maybe a transfer. But then who would we really get rid of in that case? Who would you get rid of? What do we reckon, guys? What transfer could he even make here? Because to be honest, Reinders, you could. Reinders. Because then we've got a lot of money spare. I like Mbeumo a lot. I'll be completely honest with you. I'll be really honest. I really like Mbeumo. I think the fixtures coming up look really good. His date is incredible. And I think it's just the Manchester United bias that is putting people off that. What do you guys think of Mbeumo though? Is it sort of like you wouldn't go near United assets? I think they're fine personally. I mean, with Anderson, it is a wait and see. Cunha, yeah, Cunha could be good. I think Cunha, Mbeumo, Bruno Fernandes, any of those assets look really good. And Mbeumo looks to have the best data alongside Bruno. Cunha, I really don't mind that move either. I really don't. But I do think it's kind of a wait and see with players like Anderson, especially when we go into Game Week 10. Because like we can then play him ahead of Senesi, who has a City. If I wanted Mateta next week, who would I sell? See, that's when it gets really difficult because it'd probably be Valdemada, in all honesty, and keep João Pedro for those fixtures. But if João Pedro is still really bad, it would be João Pedro. We kind of just have to not pay attention to the good fixtures in that case if you're really desperate for Mateta. But yeah, I think your team looks solid. It's good enough to roll, in my opinion. Right, where are we next? How can I send my team? Because I sent an invitation on Instagram. No worries, I'm going to get that up for you right now, bro. Let me have a look. Yeah, I've accepted your request, bro, on Instagram. So to send you screenshot your team there, we can have a look that way if you'd like to. Any thoughts on Danny Welbeck, Maybag against United and Leeds? Yeah, I don't mind it. It's sort of like, is his minutes going to be like amazing going forward? I mean, should we look at his minutes in a second here? Or maybe just go Yao Pedro to Mateta and Ryan Fernandez if he's fit. Yeah, I don't mind that. Obviously, with Mateta having Arsenal this week, it's not ideal, is it? But next week, absolutely. Deadline in 2 hours. No, bro. Hold on. I just realised that's there. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's in a lot of minutes, the deadline. Yeah, I'll change that to 0 for you. Sorry. Or 1 minute. Before we do that, we'll check this team here on Instagram. Right. Where could we... How many free transfers, Abs, is this one? Who did captain for Game Week 9? Probably Haaland. You had a fresh stream, Milgs? Yeah. The mullet's back, bro. The mullet's back. Yeah, Abs, how many transfers you got, bro? Imagine if midfielders got points for distance travelled. I just put all the Sunderland midfielders in. They run like crazy. They run like crazy. I mean, Dewsbury Hall's fine to keep, I think. Watkins is a bit of a rogue one. And obviously no Haaland. It'd probably be Salah and Watkins out, Haaland in. Or maybe going away from Palmer. This ain't mine. This one's yours. Ah, okay, I found it now. There we go. Abs, I've got it, bro. Sorry, bro. I must have clicked on the wrong photo, wrong message, sorry. In terms of the team, what are we thinking with this one? Munoz, Swansea on the bench. I mean, it's another strong team. Everyone's team looks great. Everyone's team looks great. Yeah, just send it through on Instagram, David, on TikTok, and then come over at the YouTube live stream. You'll be able to see your team on screen. I mean, Abs, 0 free transfers. I would be rolling in this point anyway. I really would. The team looks great, man. Team looks really good. Low-key start Donnarumma over Dubravka. That could be a move. Great shout, Orange Apple. I didn't really think about that one. I mean, it is away to Villa, so it's not exactly amazing, but then Dubravka's away as well. City are a stronger defence, look to dominate the fixture as well, so that could be a way you go about it. But yeah, nice team, bro. Seriously, that's a good team. David has sent his team on Instagram as well. I'll accept your request, David. Sorry, I need to change the settings on that so I can instantly see your team. But send it through. Sent me your points this week. Oh, yes, I was going to show that off. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Abs in his score for Game Week 8. 100 points. Absolutely insane, bro. Absolutely insane. Let's go, dude. Let's go. We'll look at David's team now. David, I don't know if you're in the TikTok live, but head over to the YouTube live. There's a link in my bio to see that. You'll be able to see your team on screen. I sadly can't do that. Sadly can't do that on TikTok. It just bans me. Don't know why. We've got David's team here. And Nico will get your team next. If you want to send me it on Instagram, X, or send me your team ID, that's probably the easiest way to go about it. Wildcard squad for Game Week 9. There's not today on stream, but we can consider some picks. But we've got David's team here. Let me know if you're in chat, David, on TikTok or YouTube here, but we'll have a little look here for you. Welbeck already in's really nice. Welbeck in's great. Triple Arsenal defence, same as my team. I think it's a really good move going forward, personally. I think the Arsenal defence just miles above a lot of other teams. Miles above. I would consider playing Jack Grealish, though, over Ismail Assar. I really would. I think that's maybe the only one. David in YouTube. Yeah, we're on YouTube with your team on screen here, bro. But I think the only move I'd possibly make here is just put Grealish in for Ismail Assar. Because he's obviously back now from not being able to play against City. I think he'll make a big impact against Spurs, you know. Spurs have been a bit shaky recently, haven't they? Where to send? You can send it on Instagram, X. You can send me your team ID as well. But David, I really like your team, bro. I really do. I think Cucurella is maybe a bit slept on as well. Chelsea defenders as a whole, I think, slept on. I love Reece James as well. Yeah, big time. But yeah, thank you for sending that in, David. That's a really nice team, bro. But it's just greenish in for me. Thoughts on Gakpo? I mean, Gakpo seems like the best option to bring in from the Liverpool attack in current form. It's just a question of minutes. It really is a question of minutes for me. Because, like, when it comes down to it, Wirtz can play on that side, Ekitike or Isak can play off the left as well. So it's then, well, how do we play that? How do we go about bringing in Liverpool assets? Should we even be bringing in Liverpool assets? I think personally, obviously with Salah in my team, I'm just hoping for a change in form across the next few weeks. And then when we go into the really good set of fixtures, for example, I'll show you on this screen here. Brentford, Aston Villa, City, Forest. When it hits Forest, we've got a great run for Liverpool. We've got an outstanding run. Maybe it's within that fixture run that really breeds a bit of form for Liverpool, and the next three are kind of iffy. But yeah, I think really solid, really solid set of fixtures coming up. If Gakpo's the one to bring in, I think it's 7.5. It's not a bad price either. Right, we've got Ollie Morgan's team here. Ollie Morgan. A wildcard last week, looking to change Pedro for Valdemar. We'll have a little discussion on that because I think it's a really interesting sort of transfer to consider. 1.8 million in the world, doing amazing. 71 points last week. Ollie's smashing it, bro. Well done, bro. So, we're probably going to play Pope over Robin Roofs. Senesi. Could we squeeze a Senesi back into this team? Maybe for Isidore. Kudus against Everton, you could do. Cheers for looking. We'll consider Grealish. No worries, David. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in stream, bro. With Ollie's team here, Andre Santos at 4.5 if he continues to start. Very, very short term. Yeah, very, very short term, but could be a little punt. Depends on Enzo. Have you bench boost yet? No. No. I mean, Ollie, I don't know what I would do with Kudus here. Would I play him over Jaden Anthony? Is it Jaden Anthony? What time is the stream? It's now. It's live on YouTube Energy. I mean, with one free transfer, is there anything that we can drastically improve here, apart from going for your suggested transfer for what you're planning to do with Valdemar? I don't know if I particularly like the Valdemar move away from João Pedro, because I feel as though João Pedro, yes, he hasn't been great, but for me, fixtures is what breeds form in players. Having a good fixture, having a good game, instantly putting up your confidence is massive. I've accepted your request, bro. But look at Ollie's team now. But I don't mind the Valdemar move. I don't. But I think when we look at the fixtures coming up, when we get past sort of the next four, I think from game week 13 onwards, yes, the fixtures look great. Could we not see Wissa in a Newcastle shirt at this point around game week 14, 15. I think it's something to consider. Wissa being sort of brought into that Newcastle side. So, yeah, Ollie, I think this week you could consider that move. I personally don't think I would. But yeah, appreciate you sending your team, Ollie, as well. But well done for having a good rank, bro, as well. Right, we've got another team up here. Captain Cowfridge. That's a good name. That's a great name. So with this team here, we've got it up. Dubravka in goal, I think's fine. I'd play Dubravka over Verbruggen this week. Stev, Van der Ven. I mean, I don't think I'll change anything about the defence either. I think I'll play a Stev. How do we send team? You can send it either through your team ID, X, Instagram, anything like that. I'll be able to get your team on screen. So, I mean, I think this is... Whose team is this? I'm not sure whose team this is on screen. This is Aman's team. Cheers, mate. No worries, Ollie. This is Aman's team. Is Aman in chat? Ah, there we go. Calfridge's team's on screen, I think. We've got coverage of Salah in there. Obviously, it's a big price point to commit to. But I don't think I would change it now if you've got him. I'm not going to transfer out Salah, I don't believe. Yeah, make sure to subscribe, everyone. Good point, Orange Apple. Zafran's in chat as well. But yeah, I don't think I'd do anything crazy with the team, dude, to be honest. We'll put it back on screen here for coverage. Yeah, I think that's fine, you know. I wouldn't change much. Tavernier is a bit of a punt, of course, but you could play Malik Diouf over that, but I think that's solid. I really do. Appreciate you sending your team, bro. We'll try see who was next in line. I believe it was Zafran. Was thinking of Mateta over Pedro as well, says Ollie. Okay, I rate that, but obviously against an Arsenal defence is difficult. But in current form, it was Gareth. Gareth was the next person to cover. Let me know if you're still in chat, Gareth. We'll get your team on screen. Not sure what to do with the 4 free transfers. Nutrient Moog's cooking. Yes, bro. Yeah, head over to the YouTube stream Bingles and I'll look at your team. I believe this was Gareth's team here. We'll just go through the list in order here. He's got quite a lot of transfers. I'd play Enzo over Sarr. And I'll probably play Dewsbury Hall over Richards and perhaps even roll there. Gareth. I mean, are there any players you're desperate to get in, Gareth? Is there someone you're looking to get in? Moog's out looking for some tortoise tonight. I am staying inside for the next half an hour, and then I'm going to watch the Champions League games on the TV. So make sure you send in your team IDs. We'll get through them. Moog's looking for some hers. But yeah, Gareth, I don't think there's anything particularly standing out with your team that I would immediately address. I think we've got good coverage of Chelsea, Arsenal. You know, I think that's solid, bro. I really do. You'd head into game week 10 as well with 5 free transfers there. It is the max, so you'd probably have to make a transfer. I mean, you don't have to. But I think that's really solid. There's no one I would immediately change. How do I send my team? You can send it on X. You can send it on Instagram. And you can also send it through your team ID, which is probably the best way because I can kind of play with your team on screen here. Who was next on the line here? I believe it was Zafran. An absolute goat. Oh, I've just clicked something absolutely random there, Zafran. Sorry. Zafran's team. Let's get it on screen. How do I send my team ID? How do I share it? You can go on the FPL website, go on your game week history, and your team ID will be within the URL. Not really. Don't think I have a good budget. I mean, it doesn't matter so much about having good budget and things like that, Gareth, because like your team looks solid. Your team looks really good. It's not about like maximizing team value every single week. If your team's doing well and you've got a good rank, in all honesty, Gareth, I think you're fine. You know. I'll do Achapong for Tark. I'm guessing that means Richarlison, but I would never refer to Richarlison as R9. Valder Messi, and then next week Raya for Rogario. Okay, so Achapong for Tark. We'll go through his we'll go through the transfers you've made, mate, because obviously it doesn't update immediately. Achapong, and then you've got Voldemada, and then you have. I did Saka for Foden. Saka. And Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk for Gabriel. Where is this? This is your team, Zafran, isn't it? If I made a I think I've made a mistake with the team here. Oh, wrong screen. Nah, I meant Foden for Saka. Yeah, I thought so. Is that what your team looks like now, then, Zafran? Am I right? Am I right with that? Am I right with that, Zafran? Let me know, bro. I'll be getting to another team in just a second, guys, so just making sure that Zafran's team's correct here. Van de Ven. Ah. To Gabriel. So those are the moves you're planning. I see. We've got an Instagram team coming next, and then I'll do yours, Michael. Don't worry. I'll be just a second with this one here. I honestly, I love that team, Zafran. I really do. And then, obviously, your planned transfer next week was to go to David Raya, which I think's solid against Burnley as well, of course. I think you've got it figured out, bro. I really do. We have another team here on Instagram. Instagram team. I'm not sure whose team this is. Let me know in YouTube chat or TikTok chat if this is your team. Obviously, if you're on TikTok, head over to YouTube. Orange Apple's fuming. I mean, this team I've got up here is fine, isn't it? What about the starting 11? We'll quickly go back to that. So for Game Week 9, I think I set it up like that. So that would be starting 11 for me, Zafran. And then the week after, probably the same, but playing Gehi instead of Senesi. It's Bingle's team. Yes, Bingle's lad. It's another team that's really good. The bad thing about doing these streams with you all is because you're all good FPL managers and you have good teams. I can't really suggest too many transfers, but I can give your team a rating of this is a great team because I think double up on Project Mullet again, says Will. Absolutely, bro. We're going for it. But I think double up on Newcastle defence for this game week feels strong against Fulham. Enzo, I mean, yeah, and then you've got Sarr from next week, and you could maybe look to move. We'll accept some more messages. Right, who's next on the list? Sorry, guys, I'm a bit behind. Who's next? Message in the chat if you want your team rating. Where we at? I think we had Coolman next. Coolman on YouTube. Let's have a look at Coolman's. Let me know if you're in chat, Coolman. 3.3 million. 3.3 million. 13 views. It's getting active. Let's go. We'll quickly look at Coolman's then Michael's, because I think Coolman was just first, just before you, Michael. We'll quickly go through it, though, because we've only got 25 minutes left to stream. I want to get through everyone's team as quickly as possible. I mean, Isidore would probably come out against Chelsea, in all honesty, and I'd look to go in Jai. Cool, man. That's kind of how I would set up. Doku's a bit of a worry for minutes, in my opinion, because I feel as though he's quite interchangeable with that Manchester City team. I feel as though he is a strong asset, though, in FPL terms. I would just love to see more minutes from him. Isak's a bit of a worry, I would say. Isak's a little bit of a worry for me. But I think one free transfer, again, it's probably a role. You could look going away from Isak if you really want. If you really want to. But then I would probably even wait one more week. I'll probably move away from Isak in this week to a Mateta. Cool, man. Right, Michael, where can I find your team, bro? Where can I find your team? Is it on Instagram, dude? Let me know, Michael. We'll put your team on screen first. Next, sorry. Because I think you were next. Is a Leeds defender good to take in? Says Taylor on TikTok. It's more of a rotational move. Michael sent us team ID. Michael, you're a legend, bro. You're a legend, dude. Hey, Moog, sorry I'm late. You're not late, bro. We've got 25 minutes left. I might extend the stream a little bit longer if we're enjoying it. 300k in the world, Michael. You're doing amazing, bro. You do not need my advice or team rating. You are doing fantastic, bro. Botman would come in. Connor's in chat as well. How you doing, Connor? For this week, is he good for it? I mean, you could bring him in, Taylor, but I would hold off for now. Is Creepy good striker for this weekend? I think it's a really short-term move, Creepy Jr., Ramsey, I would say. With Michael's team here. With Michael's team. Esteban. I love Esteban as a punt. I really do. But do we really think that he's going to get consistent minutes going forward is my worry. I think with the good fixtures, you could probably risk it a bit more and go him over Ismail Assar. If we get some sort of information midweek that informs us on what the team could look like for the weekend for Chelsea, that would be great. What website are you using? This is FPL.team. This is the website I use for planning my FPL team, and it's completely free as well. I would like to fit Rodon in here, potentially, over Granit Xhaka. Michael, that's what I would kind of do with the squad here. 2 free transfers, there's nothing crazy I would really change. Maybe Isak away next week, probably, to Mateta. Or this week, you could look at maybe Voldemada. 22 subs away from 1k. I need some commission, please. Cheers. But yeah, Michael, I think that's a really solid team, bro. Honestly, you're doing amazing in FPL as well. Jason in the Basin's next in line, I do believe. Jason the Basin. Not having the best time in terms of overall rank, but we'll have a look. We'll have a little look. 1 free transfer. Valdemar is already in the squad. That's a great sign. I'd probably leave it like that. 1 free transfer. Yeah, I'd probably keep it like that, mate. That's what I'd probably do. If you want your team rating, by the way, Josh, Daniel, head over to the YouTube live stream. Drop it in chat there. You'll be able to see your team on screen. I'll be able to tinker with it on stream as well. Who was next? We had a look at Michael's. Zach. Zach was next. I'm watching from Asia. Wow. It feels so weird to me that people watch from all over the world with these streams. 60k in the world, says is Connor. That's great. We've also got another 60k rank here. Who was this? This was Zach's team. Zach's team. Right, Zach. Let's have a look, bro. Let's have a quick look at Zach's team here. Buemo already in. Feels great. feels great to have Mbeumo. I would have loved to have Mbeumo in my team right now. I think he looks brilliant. I really do. I mean, it would maybe be Reinders up to someone. Would be the potential move I would make here. But who would that move be in particular? Jack Grealish could be as well. Any recommendations for strikers? I like Bowen. I would keep Bowen for now. I think even after one bad game, he's got Leeds and then Burnley. I would take that. I would take those 2 fixtures and then move them on. But I think the team's solid, bro. All honesty. In all honesty, sorry. That's not my words here because I'm trying to keep up with the chat. Everyone's moving so quick. Apologies. But yeah, I think that's a solid team, dude. I really do. We have Josh Sims. Josh Sims is next. Appreciate you sending your team in, by the way, everyone. It's been super fun looking at everyone's team today. Right, this is Josh Sims' team. Josh Sims. Mo's getting views from all over the world. He's Mr. Worldwide. We do have a very diverse fan base over on the FPL Mogs channel. Where do I find Team ID? So if you go onto your FPL website on an FPL browser, not the app, go into your game week history, you will find your Team ID within the URL. It's the short number. It might be like 6, 7, 8 digits long, 6, 7. But yeah, have a look for it there, bro. We'll take a look at your team. Take your time. We'll stay on stream a bit longer today just to get through everyone's team. I want to give everyone all the love possible. Josh's team. Josh's team here. Creepy Jr. in already is insane, bro. What future crystal ball do you have, dude? Seriously. Do you like captain of Semenyo over Haaland in Game Week 9? I don't, in all honesty. I don't. It's something you could consider. I do think Forest as a team is someone you could target. But I do think if Dyche gets in and is ready to you know, be that defensive team we expect him to be, in all honesty, it could be a bit of a worry for Semenyo. But obviously he's playing amazing. 1K viewers giveaway, 1K viewers Goonathon. Oh my god. I've had him 4 weeks and never played him. Well, you can start to play him now, Josh. You can start to play him now. Watch him from Ireland. Yes, Michael, lad. Yes, Michael. I mean, Josh, your team looks great. I think it really does. I'll probably keep Sanchez in there instead of Dubravka. I'd keep it like that and roll. I really would, Josh. Obviously, triple Bournemouth really nice against Forest as well. Not a lot of people will have that. I think we did have Jason in the basin. I wasn't too sure if you were in chat or not, bro. So we'll go back to your team and have another look just now. I remember this team, yes. It was potentially moving into another defender. If Hill plays, yes, he could do that. But I feel as though going for someone like Cucurella, Reece James, a Chelsea defender feels really great this week, in all honesty. You could go a step further, go for a City defender, because they've got good fixtures past the next 3. But yeah, Jason in the basin, I would honestly do a defensive transfer so you don't have to play Guehi against Arsenal away. But everyone else looks really great. Daniel, I think, was next. Yes, Daniel Morton. Sorry if I've taken a while to get to everyone's team. There's a few people in chat today. It's booming. Bench 1, Rodon, DCL, Minte, Rodon, Sam. I'd bench Rodon in that case. If you want to check out the YouTube live stream as well, Sam, head over. We're rating teams at the moment. We've got Daniel's team. Right, Daniel. I did miss it, Connor. If you send your team ID in next, Connor, I'll do yours next after RP invests. He's just next in the queue ahead of you. Right, Daniel's team. Kirkes doesn't feel great, in all honesty. The only problem is I watched West Ham defend corners so badly last night. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You could consider Rodon over Minte, but then Minte's got a good fixture, I think. It's against United, isn't it? Kirkes would drop to Senesi. Brennan Johnson doesn't feel amazing, Daniel. I can't lie with his lack of minutes. I think I'd play Pope over Donnarumma because of the home fixture. I think it's a really strong fixture for Newcastle. Anything at home is great for Newcastle, in my opinion. Message on Instagram. I'll accept that request on Instagram. Mohammed, I've got your team there, bro. We'll do Mohammed's next because that Mohammed has been waiting a little bit longer, Connor. Sorry. I mean, you could start Kirkes and hope he plays over Gehi. I would play Munoz over Gehi this week, Daniel. I would look to get rid of Brennan Johnson, in all honesty. If he's fit, Enzo seems like a no-brainer. I can't lie. Playing him over Munoz. You're taking a risk on Kirkes there, but at least you got Munoz first on the bench there. We've got Mohamed's team next. MBG7. We've got your team on screen. So defence is solid. Midfield's great. 2 Sunderland players there coming into some bad fixtures. Maybe Xhaka could go. Maybe Alderete could go. What's your rank at the moment? 2.2 million, Sam. We made a big jump from last week with the wildcard in Game Week 8. But Mohamed's team here, it's another one where I think it looks really good. I wouldn't really change too much. I really wouldn't. RP Invests, let me know if you're still in chat, RP. But yeah, Mohamed, I think your team's solid, bro. Honestly. RP Invest has got a great team. And then we've got Connors just after. Minte would probably come in for me somehow. It'd probably be over Mateta, in all honesty. And then it'd be Senesi over Alderete. I think it's a great team. No transfers needed for me. It's a week where you can roll, and I'll play Pope in goal. So RP Invest, that's how I deal with the team this week. And I think, honestly, it's good. I really do. Rodon against West Ham is one of them hit-or-miss players for me, personally. I think they'll do well against West Ham, though. We've seen how they performed last night, and it wasn't good at all. Sam says, decent. I'm at 3.1. Still have 3 chips to play, though. Same, Sam. I played wildcard last week. That was my first chip of the season. So things are looking upwards. Connor, do you know your team ID or anything like that, Connor? I mean, we could just go into my mini league and do it that way if that's easier. FPL Mogs. No, Connor, I've got your team ID. I've managed to hack into your FPL there. I've just took a -40 for you, Connor. Yeah, Connor's absolutely smashing it. Currently, yeah, RP Invest, I think I said at the start there, you've got an amazing rank, dude. Seriously. You got an amazing rank. You're getting Enzo in for this run. I've already got Enzo. If you need your team ID, go onto the FPL website, go to your game week history, and then you'll find your team ID within the URL link. It's just the number in there. We've got Connors on here. Looking at roll, but if Isaac doesn't perform, I'll take him out and Reinders out. Would I play Reinders over Sarr? Yeah. Truffett will probably play over Goodmanton, in all honesty. I mean, Roland is great. That was not my team. What do you mean that's not my team? Oh, yes. Your team's on Instagram, isn't it? Sorry, bro. We'll get that one up next for you. But yeah, I mean, Reinders and Sarr, I think interchangeable this week. I'll probably play Reinders in all honesty with a bit of an easier fixture. But Sarr could be good against Arsenal. Saka in, Mateta in. Yeah, I don't mind that, Connor, to be fair. I mean, you're doing amazing in FPL. You don't need any advice, dude. Honestly, you're smashing it. You're absolutely smashing it, dude. If you need, if you want your team ID, by the way, on TikTok, and you're wondering where's my team, what's it look like, go over to the YouTube stream and send it there, because you'll be able to see your team on screen. I mean, the thing with Liverpool, we spoke about it a bit on stream before, folks, with Liverpool. When we look at their fixture run coming up, okay, got Brentford, Aston Villa, City. They're not great. They're really not. But then we go into Forest, West Ham, Sunderland, Leeds, Brighton, Spurs, Wolves, Leeds. It's an amazing run. It really is. Surely, within that time frame, we see Liverpool turn it on a little bit. We see Liverpool improve ever so slightly. I think fixtures breed form. That is the way I think about FPL. And I think Isak is one of those players you could just hold. But if you are planning to move, and perhaps next week, going away from Isak, going away from a Reinders, I think looking at someone else transferred in from those teams who looks maybe a bit better for the good run of fixtures could be the way to go. Could be. Have we got Mohammed in chat here? Mohammed bin. Anyone else? I think I'm missing someone here. Who am I missing? Whose team haven't I covered on YouTube and TikTok here? Who am I missing? We've done RPs. We've just done Connors. Yeah, what do we reckon? Josh on TikTok had his team ID. I'm not too sure if you're still here, Josh, but head over to YouTube and send your ID. Right, what we're going to do for the last bit of stream here. People who are in YouTube, people who are in TikTok. Oh, we'll do Faris's first. Faris team. If I can bloody copy and paste his team ID. Bloody hell. Right. Faris. I gotta go, lad, but have a great rest of your week. Take care. You too, Orange Apple. And like I said before, if you need to message me about anything, dudes, that we talk about and start the stream, you can do it, bro. Faris, Imran, your team up here, bro. Let's have a little play with it. Let's see what we can come up with here. Creepy Jr. feels like an inclusion this week. We'll put Saar on the bench for now, but I feel as though he won't stay there long. We'll see what we can cook up, though. Ekdal, maybe over Gehi. Vicario, I would honestly bench this week and play. Need to change Spurs players and Salah. With one free transfer, we can't do too much. I'm tempted to transfer out Richards and Senesi for Timber and Munoz, especially for the next 2 game weeks, says RP. I mean, those transfers just on paper there look really good. They look positive in my eyes. Zafran's off as well. See you later, Zafran. Yeah, Faris, I don't know if I would... Obviously, transferring out Salah this week, you can't exactly make amazing moves straight away with the one free transfer. I'd perhaps keep him for the Brentford away fixture, in all honesty, and just hope and pray that Liverpool are better. I'm kind of holding on to Salah within my Salah-Haaland draft because of that reason, and then we're going into some really good fixtures for Liverpool from Game Week 12. But if you're desperate to get rid of Salah, I don't mind going to Bukayo Saka with your side. Obviously, it frees up a lot of money, and we can then play with the team a little bit more going into the next few weeks. But yeah, I think that's pretty good. No worries, Connor. I'll see you later, bro. I'll see you later, dude. But yeah, I think that's really strong. I really do, Faris. I think it would just be the case if you want to get rid of Salah, maybe wait in a week, personally. But yes, solid, bro. We've got Josh's team ID next in chat here. Thinking of getting Saka and Raya after Palace for their good fixtures coming up. Let's have a little look, Josh. We'll have a look. Of course we'll have a look. Let's have a look, bro. If I hold on to Salah, I need to change my defence. 2 of them not playing XD. Yeah, it would be a defensive transfer this week for me, Faris. I've gone on to see with your team before. Right, let's have a look here. Josh's team. I'd probably keep Maradashvili in there. Minte Kudus, Richarlison. 2 free transfers. I mean, if again, it would probably be rolling and then next week doing those moves. Josh, let me know if you're in chat as well, Josh, and you can see it on screen here. Would you then look at Mateta possibly in this week? In game week 10, Josh? I'm not too sure. Because I think it would be kind of a week to roll in game week 9 and then make some... That's my old team. What was your transfers, bro? Sorry. Were those the transfers you had before? Don't mean to be a nag, mate, but it's kind of been ages. Wherever you sent your team, Mohammed, I'll be able to get it straight up, Mohammed. I just haven't seen your team ID or seen a message yet on Instagram. Let me know if you sent it on Instagram, bro. I'll be able to get through sort of the message request and I'll be able to find it. So it was Voldemar. I'm guessing you've went Richarlison to Voldemar. And Mukiele, I'd imagine, is away from Van de Ven. Let me know, Josh, what those transfers are, if that's your old team. Voldemar and Mukiele, where would those be in place of? I want to get Thiago and Gabriel. I found your team, Mohammed. It'll be up just next. I just want to make sure we've got Josh correct. Yeah, for Van de Ven, yeah. So Mukiele there. And then it was it Valdemade for Richarlison, or was it Yao Pedro, bro? Obviously it leaves you short money on here, but if you made moves already, it won't count, is it? Is that what it looks like? Is that what it looks like, Josh? Let me know, Josh, in the chat. We'll quickly look at Mohammed's team while we're waiting, just to hear who you've transferred out there. Richarlison, yeah. We'll quickly cover that again. So for me, Josh, I think I would keep it like this. Obviously, you've made those transfers already, so this would be the team for game week 10. Moving past last week. I think that's really great. I think it is. Yeah, it looks like that. Yeah, it's a strong team. I'll just maybe look to improve that bench a little bit, but we'll get Mohammed's team on here. Apologies, Mohammed, if it took a little bit too long to get that team on screen here, bro. But of course, we're going to spend a little bit more time looking at your squad, dude. But yeah, appreciate you sending your team in there, Josh. That's a really nice team. We have Mohammed's team here. Gakpo in at the moment feels really nice. I feel as though Gakpo is probably the best Liverpool asset in the attack to own right now, even though they're massively out of form. Gyökeres on the bench feels interesting against Palace at home. But then looking at the side, I don't really know who else would it maybe take out for Gyökeres. It would maybe be Kudus, but then Kudus maybe feels a bit more threatening than Gyökeres right now, in terms of FPL points, of course. It'd maybe be Ismail Assar as well. You could look at Ismail Assar out, Gyökeres in. But I think that's solid overall. Trippier, I feel as though we could squeeze him in ahead of Van de Ven there, Mohamed. I really do, because I think Fulham at home feels a fantastic fixture for Newcastle, and they need a bit of something within the Premier League to really get them going. They've been pretty poor in the Premier League, in all honesty, Newcastle. Obviously, I'm sat here in a Sunderland top, so it brings me great pleasure to say that, but I feel as though this fixture's a fixture to bet on them for. So I would have Van de Ven out, Trippier in, play the home fixtures. Gyökeres has tortured me, yeah. Gyökeres is one of those players now where, like I said when I was discussing your team before, I don't know if I would even take Ismail Assar out against Arsenal away from home and play Gyökeres. Do you know what I mean? So Yeah, I mean, your team across the board, Mohammed, looks fantastic. Obviously, we've only got triple captain left in terms of your chip strategy, but I think that'll come into play in a few weeks' time when the fixtures look really good. So, yeah, for me, Mohammed, that looks fantastic. Really do. RP Invest says, I'm on bench boost game week 10. The only problem is Dubravka is playing Arsenal. Hopefully a few save points, lol. I mean, bench boosts aren't always perfect. They really aren't. I mean, I think Focal, FPL Focal, if you know who he is, he's subscribed to the channel. He's one of the big FPL creators out there. He played bench boost last week, and his bench didn't even look that strong, but he still come away with a decent bench boost and a really good score. I think it was 92 points overall. So it never always has to be like absolutely perfect, but yeah. Where are we? Hi, can I send my team on Twitter? Instagram isn't working right now, says Team Nico. Yes, you absolutely can do. You can send me through Twitter. You can find your team ID by going on to the FPL website on your phone or on a computer, clicking game week history, and then your team ID will be there. It'll allow me to get your team ID on screen and kind of be on this software and be able to play with your team a little bit more. We'll put my team on screen for now as we're waiting for a few more people to send through their IDs. How do I send it on Twitter? You can reply to my latest tweet if that's the easiest way to go about it. If not, allow requests from everyone. I've just updated my message requests on Twitter, so you should be able to send it now. Apology, I should have had that already set for you. Ethan's team, sorry Ethan, I knew there was a team I was missing there. Is that your team ID on screen here? Let me know, Ethan. We'll scroll up a little bit. Yeah, this is Ethan's team, I do believe. Thinking of rolling and using 3 transfers for Saka, Mateta, Sarr for code. So you're thinking of rolling this week. So we'll not pay attention too much to game week 9 there for Ethan. In game week 10, it was Saka, Sarr, Mateta for Foden. Sarr for Kudus. Ismail Sarr. And then it was Mateta for Gyökeres. Obviously, Gyökeres plays Burnley, but then you're switching it up and you're going Saka instead to finish your triple Arsenal there. What chips have you used? I've only used Wildcard personally, bro. We've got a chip strategy coming up for free hit in game week 10. No, game week 11 is my free hit week. So Ethan's team here in game week 10. Obviously, ignore the budget at the moment, dude. Nothing really to worry about right now because this is obviously just my software that I'm using. Got a message quickly on TikTok that we'll cover though. Shall I sell Salah for Saka? Only reason I haven't is because of the fixtures coming up. It's a move you could make. It's a move you could make. I think it allows you to spend more money elsewhere in your team. I'm personally holding Mohamed Salah and obviously Erling Haaland in my team, but that doesn't mean that's the correct move. It's definitely a thing you could consider selling Salah, sorry. So with the team in game week 10 for Ethan's team, Anderson we hope is fit at this point because I really like to play him over Senesi for you in game week 10. Semenyo feels like he can play against anyone, Ethan, so I'd obviously keep him there. No need to move him. Virgil feels good against Villa at home. Both double Arsenal defence feels amazing, obviously, against Burnley. Anderson, if he's fit, will be great. Saka, Gordon, Sarr, good fixtures. Semenyo, just in good form. Haaland, Mateta, João Pedro. I think it really does look quite good, Ethan, there. I think that's a good set of plans going forward, bro. I really do. Anyone else need their team rating as well? We'll do one final team, and then we'll have a look at my team. I sent it on Twitter. Yes, it was Nico. It was Nico. That's who we were waiting for. Message requests show. We've got it, dude. We've got Nico's team on screen here. Team Nico. So that was his game week 8 team there. We can kind of I'll kind of tell you roughly. I don't know if he's got I'm Nico23 on TikTok, Beyond on YouTube. Yes. So we can really look at the team and kind of guess the fixtures that are in place here, because this is what he scored in game week 8, which is a good score, and I do think 52 pretty average, but still quite good overall. I don't think there's anything I would immediately change, Nico. Possibly Reinders up to someone if you have money in the bank here. Gyökeres perhaps to another striker doesn't feel like a bad move. But I would look to get some Arsenal defenders in, is my main priority there for you, Nico. Who to captain next week, Haaland or Semenyo? I would honestly go Haaland, but that's purely because of Sean Dyche's appointment for Nottingham Forest. It really depends how Forest react to the new appointment. I think they'll react quite well to it, to be honest. I really do. But I would stick with Haaland. I really would. But yeah, Nico, I think your team's quite good, dude. I think your team's quite good. Just an Arsenal defender somehow getting in your team would be the best course of action, in my opinion. We'll finish things off here with my team for game week 9, if there's no one else to have their team rated for stream today. It's been a fantastic stream, though, hasn't it? This is currently what I'm planning to do with the squad. I discussed it on my latest YouTube video, which is live now. So if you want to see sort of my transfer plans, how I'm dealing with the next few weeks, my lineup, this is the lineup here. But go check that YouTube video out, of course. But this is currently what I'm planning to do with my team for game week 9. Triple Leeds doesn't feel amazing, but it was the plan anyway against West Ham. West Ham don't look good, do they? They really don't. So hopefully we can play this side here and have no issues with Enzo. If we do have an issue with Enzo, it would be Mukele who probably comes on, which doesn't feel amazing. But hopefully Enzo's available. If not, then maybe it's a transfer for Reinders up to somebody else. But yeah, overall, I think the team looks good. My team this week. We'll end stream there, folks. I really appreciate everyone who's joined stream today. We'll quickly go back to Nico's here because he's sent us a new screenshot to look at here. That's the team, 2.1. We're probably not going to be able to stretch to an Arsenal defender there, Nico, are we? I think we'd maybe prepare for an Arsenal defender, but it doesn't feel like we can. I would perhaps look at downgrading Gyökeres and then spreading the money elsewhere in the next game week and not taking a hit this week. Perhaps Gyökeres to Valdemade and then improving the defence to an Arsenal defender. But that'll be next week we do that. But yeah, I really like that. I really like. Who should I replace Gyökeres with? I think Valdemade, João Pedro if you want to take a hit on an out-of-form player. I wouldn't really suggest it, but it's someone with good fixtures who you could pay attention to. Krupi Jr. feels like a short-term, cheaper pick you could consider. Who else am I missing here? Mateta, but it's a week early on Mateta in my opinion. Welbeck for Brighton feels like an interesting one, especially from next week onwards with Leeds as the next fixture after this game week. We'll sort of bring up the fixtures here if you want to have a little look yourself as well. This is what I'm considering. Best game week 9 free hits. I haven't got that team on screen, dude, but feel free to join the YouTube live to have a look at what we're looking at here. I would say Bowen is up there as a replacement, but with how West Ham are performing, I don't think I'd suggest him anymore. But yeah, there's a few you could consider with a good fixture turn soon. I want you to send my transfer plans now. I mean, transfer plans now, Nico, honestly would be waiting to the deadline stream. I know you like to make moves as soon as possible, but I would wait. Just honestly wait. We'll discuss a little bit more about your team on the deadline stream later this week, obviously on Friday. But I will end stream there, folks. I think we've covered everyone's team possible. I appreciate everyone stopping by for the stream today. Make sure you're subscribed over on the YouTube channel. We're so close to 1,000 subs now. It's been a super fun stream today. This is how my team's looking like for game week 9. And I think all of your teams you sent in today have been absolutely fantastic. So we'll go ahead and end stream there. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I will catch you through the week now with FPL content. We've got transfer tips coming in the morning, and then my team selection on Thursday. So look out for that. Also with a deadline stream on Friday, starting at 4:30 till about 7:30. We're doing a bit of a longer stream on Friday. But yeah, appreciate you all coming by, and I'll catch you on the channel. See you later.